Okay, got it. Excellent stuff. Okay. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to SpaceKidets Live November 2023. I said hosted and presented by me, but actually it's been hosted by Aniko Szabo, who's kindly again agreed to host this while I present it. So, and please stop if forgive me if I have frequent swigs of the water. I've got one of those tickly throats, as you probably gathered by my excessive clothing. It's a bit cold in the shed at the moment. So anyway, so this isn't on any particular topic because I've chosen not to do that anymore. I now base this, as I said last month, on things that have happened and will happen over the coming month and what's happened over the previous month. So without further ado, let's move on. So today we're talking about pics from last month's lunar occultation. So if you remember last month, we had the moon that moved into the path of Venus with respect to our position and covered it over. Whenever the moon does that, we call it an occultation. So we're looking at some pictures from that. Hopefully you saw it. Somebody lost a tool bag on the International Space Station. We have a lunar halo, and we're going to be talking about lunar lights as well, the aurora borealis or australis if you're in the south, and a brief look at the sky diary. The sky diary going to be generalized on that one. I haven't had the chance to take any screenshots off of Starry Night they're put in here, but we can talk through what we can see up there, and then there'll be time for questions and close. Hopefully, shouldn't be any more than about an hour. Well, won't be any longer than about an hour because I'm freezing in here. But hopefully, 20 minutes, half an hour, and time for questions. For those of you who haven't joined us live, then please feel free still to follow, as I hope you'll still find it of interest. So the lunar occultation that we missed. An occultation, that's pretty much when a celestial object passes in front of another. So it doesn't have to be the moon doing that. It can be an asteroid passing in front of another star. It can be an asteroid passing in front of a planet. That's been known to happen. It can be even when a planet passes in front of a star. You can get occultations in that way. Obviously, when the moon passes in front of the sun, it's an occultation of sorts, but we've got a special name for that. We call that a solar eclipse. But in a way, you could argue that yes, the moon is kind of occultating the sun, in the strictest sense. But but either way, what we're talking about with an occultation is when one celestial body passes over another one. That's an occultation. And yeah, I think I've already pointed out what we have below. So in this case, what we had was the moon was seen to pass in front of Venus, which doesn't happen every month. So it's certainly well worth taking a look at. For me, I didn't see it as usual because the weather wasn't in favor. But for those of you who were able to get out, it occurred in broad daylight, so you quite easily see the moon going over Venus. So hopefully you saw that. But either way, if you didn't, here are some pictures. So it occurred on the morning of the 9th of November this year. So you can see you've just got the limb of the moon going over Venus there. That's quite a, yeah.
We can't see, we can only see you. At least I can only see you.
Oh.
Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, thank you so much for pointing that out. Hold on. Yeah. If I may, as host, Aniko, point that out immediately if you can't share my screen, and a rap on the knuckles for me for not asking that in the first place. Not the first time I've done that. Can you stop the recording?
Yep. Pause.